I would like, before I will give the, I don't know, the micro, not the floor, but the micro to the Chief Scientist of the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Labor, Avi Khasson, I would like to maybe to say about two people here a word. Professor Danny Dolev, who is one of the 3 members of the European Research Council. He is one of the 20 for all Europe, and I think it's also an achievement for the Israeli science to have a representative in the council, which has only 20 or 22 members. And I should say it's really on his own merit, because we, from the side of ISERD of the government, we totally didn't do anything for the nomination. So it's really on his own merit. And I would like also to thank Professor Shimon Yankelevich, which is member of the, with Professor Weiss of the steering committee of ISERD, for his backing and for his presence when we need some help with you folks. So thanks, and please, Avi.
Thank you, Marcel, Mr. Hershkovitz, Ambassador Stanley, Marcel, dear friends. It's the first time for me to be on this side of the stage, as the minister cited, and I'm proud to have this opportunity to greet you as in part of this ceremony or celebration of the 7th Frame program. I do think it's a prime example of how industry and academia can come together, and how companies and researchers from different countries can collaborate for the benefit of research, development, science and technology, and also for the benefit of society. The ambassador mentioned achievements of the Israeli industry and Israeli academia, mentioning almost 800 projects in which there are Israeli participants. I was actually planning to go and describe each one of them, but I see that people are not so much excited about that. But it is a remarkable number. Out of less than 4,000 projects that were approved, to reach that sort of participation. And if you look on the amount of the project, we're speaking about more than 16 billion euros. There's definitely a lot of benefit, clear economic benefits to the companies and the academia involved. And this program is certainly one of the more important within our arsenal of the chief scientist. When we look forward, and it was mentioned by the former speakers, Horizon 2020, I'm not supposed to say the 8th program, but there I said it, really represents a very high potential for continuing this effort and pushing it forward. The collaboration of national programs, the enlargement of the budget, makes our participation in it even more important, and I know that Marcel and his team are actively participating in preparing those teams and in discussing with our fellow countries, both from the EU itself and the other participating nations. It is certainly our role and our ambition to increase the participation of industry, both small, medium enterprises as well as large companies, and bring them even more into the European research area. The benefits to the Israeli economy are clear, and we certainly plan to do that. One other benefit that I think the FRAME program was very successful in achieving and was not mentioned here was actually in creating those opportunities both within academia and industry to enable the returning of Israeli scientists that were abroad, to which different opportunities were created as part of these research projects. More than 125 researchers were actually brought back to Israel through that process. Within the Office of the Chief Scientist, we're now concentrating activity designed exactly in that, in promoting the return of Israeli scientists to both industry and academia. And again, FRAME program and the other European programs are very important in helping us in this effort. I do like to thank my fellow colleagues at the steering committee, Professor Yankelevich, Shimon Yankelevich, and Professor Danny Weiss, which is not here, but we will certainly miss him, Minister. I think he contributed a lot, not only for ISERD, but also to the working relationship between the two ministries. I know we'll still be enjoying his capabilities back at the academia. I also want to thank Marcel and the entire ISERD team for a fabulous job they've been doing for many, many years now. I know, Marcel, you have to nurture your reputation as not being tied with one entity or the other, but it does give me pride to mention you are part of the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Labor. So as such, he's certainly one of us, but don't worry, I think he treats everybody in the same way. But thanks to the ISERD team for the work throughout the years, and especially in this evening. And most important, thank you and congratulations to you, researchers from the academia, participants from industry, for the excellent achievements that you've shown so far. And hopefully we will maintain this level of quality and success in the European research area. I wish you all an enjoyable evening. And